guys, we have just pulled up to the parking lot, and I'm just getting my stuff together to go inside. I got my badge. I need to make sure I have a pen today because I always forget to have a pen, and then I don't have anything to write with. And I like the clickable ones that you can hang on to your shirt or uniform, whatever. What I brought for food today, I got some grapes, protein oatmeal, I got a wrap, I brought my multivitamin, applesauce, protein shake, chips, and almonds. I'm not gonna eat all this stuff, but I just like to pack a bunch of little things, because since switching over to my new role, I get like 10,000 to like 12,000 steps a day, and so I know that I'm burning through my energy on top of like going to work out before work. So I need to make sure that I am eating like little small things. Oh, you know what, let me put some of these in my bag just in case I don't get a moment to step away. I'm gonna put some almonds in here. Ooh, no, I need that. That was my Celsius. Okay, I got my Celsius. Okay. Anyways, so because I know that I'm gonna burn through a lot of energy, I try to make sure that I have a good amount of snacks, especially because I just went grocery shopping. It's not going to always be like this, because you know, some days you just don't have time to grocery shop, and then you just literally have cans of beans in your cabinet or whatever. So I got my little snacks, and because before, when I came to work, I could come in, you know, get my water together, get my oatmeal sometimes, maybe go get some Starbucks or something like that. But with this new role, I don't always get a chance to go downstairs like as much as I want. With my previous one, I could, you know, if it was, you know, a little less busy. So yeah, so I got that. And what else did I want to tell you guys? Oh yeah, I need to get off of here so I can pray. I feel like it's going to be a good day. So I'm a little bit nervous because I feel like my last 3 shifts were so good, and it makes me a little bit nervous that it's not going to be as good today, but I'm going to say a prayer that it's going to be a good day. But yeah, I've just been enjoying my new role. I know it's only been 3 days, but when you've been working so hard at something and to progress, and just seeing people around you do the stuff that you want to do, like, you're appreciative. At least you should be appreciative when you finally do get it. So I'm trying to stay in the mindset of being grateful, and I am grateful. Like, I feel like I'm learning a lot. I feel like my nurses are so encouraging, and just they want me to do well. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna, like, before I switched over, I was like, no, I don't want to do any like labs or blood draws, because they're like, here, you can practice with me. And I'm like, no, let me wait till I get to lab, or let me wait until I do this class and then I'll do it. And they're like, no, you need to do it now, so that way you can pass the class and you'll be great at it during your class, which makes sense. And then a few of the nurses were telling me, they were like, we only got to do like maybe 1 or 2 blood draws or lab draws or whatever during nursing school, because there's a lot of nursing students, and so not everybody gets a chance. So they're trying to encourage me to, like, no, do it now, so that way when you get to class, you'll be really good at it. And then on top of that, you'll be really good at it when you become a nurse. So I do appreciate my nurses for being so encouraging to me and just pushing me. I don't know if I will do a lab draw or IV today. I've been watching lots of videos over the weekend in between studying, and one of the nurses, she pulled me into one of the empty rooms and let me practice on her last week, which I was super grateful for, and she gave me lots of tips. So I'm just nervous because, you know, you can do it on a mannequin, but it's just different when you do it on a real person. And yeah, so that just makes me nervous. But I've been trying to, like, when I go in the rooms with the nurses, just be confident and just act like I know what I'm doing. And if anything, I can give my mommy advice, the advice that I've learned. Like, when I had my lady that was the 25-weeker, she asked me about like some C-section advice or whatever. So I gave that. And then we had this other mom who was a toe-like but ended up being a C-section. I was just trying to encourage her and tell her, you know, we have to let go of any birth trauma that she had with her last delivery. Ooh, I see people walking in. Maybe it's time for me to go. Okay. Yeah, guys. I got to cut this short because I got to go ahead and get clocked in, but we shall chat later. Okay? All right. Bye. All right, I guess we're recording. Sometimes when I try to record while driving, it does not work. So, all right, good morning, you guys. Today I have to go to a student nurse intern class for my job. And this is just to like review skills with us, I suppose. I went to this class like 2 years ago when I first was a PCT on my old unit in CVTU. And so basically, last time what we did was we did blood draws and I think vital signs, and then like we went over some like company specific stuff. That's my air freshener that keeps swinging in your face. Let's see if I can put that back there. Yeah. And then we did like how to dress the bed, and I forget what other stuff we did. It was 2 years ago. But now that I've switched to SNI, they want me to do this class, and I think I told my nurse educator that I did this class 2 years ago, or either I didn't, because it's like, you know, it doesn't matter to me to redo it. Plus, I'm getting paid to come in and do it, so I don't mind, and practice is always good. Sorry guys, that swinging in your face. So yeah, but supposedly, since they revamped the SNI program, there might be different skills that we learn or do or whatever. And I've already done skills lab, as you know, through WGU. So I'm hoping that this will be, you know, super easy for me. And I don't know, I can just gain some more, I don't know, practice, I guess you could say. Because the nurses at my job, well, specifically on my unit, they have so much confidence in me, and I love it. They trust me so much. And I guess I just did not think that I would just be like thrown into it. But honestly, switching over to SNI has just taught me like you could just, I mean, which I'm used to like multitasking and like having to switch gears and stuff like that, being like our unit rep. But like, I don't know if I'm gonna upload the other like video that I filmed, but like, what day was it? I forget. I think it was Thursday or Wednesday. Like right off the bat, like we had a C-section, and the nurse that I was with, she was like, okay, like after we kind of oriented ourselves to the like room or whatever, she's like, okay, you know, start the IV. I was like, I was like, I've only started it on a mannequin and then one other nurse. And she was like, nope, it's okay, you got it. And I was like, okay, like, come on, like, it is really pushing me. And I love being with her. I've loved being with all of my nurse preceptors. I've only been with 3. And each time I feel like it's been a God match because they've had so much confidence in me. We've had great couples. And we've had like great, I don't want to say chemistry, but we just have great rapport. Like, I've been on their unit for over 1.5 years, so it's like I've built up a great rapport with them. And you know, they've seen me through, like, throughout my nursing journey, or nursing school journey I should say. And so they just have so much confidence in me, and so it makes me feel great. And it also makes me feel like, okay, yeah, like, I can do this. Like, if they're trusting me to do it, okay, come on, let's do it. Like, it's not time to pussyfoot around. I will say the only time that I was like, I don't feel comfortable, well, maybe there was 2 times, was during, we had our C-section, and she wanted me to, like, sterilize the field. You know, it's like where you take, like, the orange, I think it's like the chlorhexidine, and you scrub the belly. And she was like, you just do, you know, 30 seconds here, and then you scrub all the way up or whatever. I just wanted to, like, see it, like, that first time, and then I think the next time I'll be able to do it. And then another thing was, like, inserting the Foley for the C-section patient. Now, I did insert a Foley for a vaginal delivery. I don't know why I was like, well, probably because it was a vaginal delivery and a C-section one, and so I don't know, I just needed to see it. And like, one of my friends who's a nurse, she works on my unit too, she actually just became a midwife. She was like, what did she say? Teach one, see one, do one, or whatever. And so I've been trying to, like, keep that in my mind. Like, okay, you saw one. Ooh, I hope my oatmeal does not spill out. Like, okay, you saw one being done. You've been taught how to do it. Let's do it. So, but yeah, these last few shifts has just taught me, which I already knew, but it's different, like, when you're actually, like, in it. Like, just be prepared for anything. I need to make sure that I've already drank my coffee, I've had my breakfast, because before I'm like, okay, I'll just get a coffee at work, or I'll eat my breakfast, like, at my desk. Now it's kind of like, you could be thrown into anything. You could literally be thrown into a laboring mom, or a mom that's postpartum, or whatever emergency situation when you first get there. So you don't have time to warm up. Like, you need to already come prepared. And I kind of learned some of that stuff, like, way back in high school, like when I took JAG, which was Jobs for America's Graduates. And our teacher, she was telling us, you know, when you clock in for work, she's like, don't be on your phone, don't be still, like, getting dressed, tucking in your shirt or whatever. She's like, you need to be ready to work. So that just kind of, which I feel like I've done a pretty good job of doing that throughout, you know, my career. But this is just on a whole another level, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So yeah, we are driving to SimLab for my job, not for WGU. I don't know if I like this oatmeal. It's a protein oatmeal because I'm trying to get more protein in. I don't know if I'm really feeling it. So yeah, what else has been going on? I have been taking those Saunders 50 question quizzes like crazy. Like, I feel like at this point I've taken like I've done like over 200 questions. Come on. Sorry guys. And at first my score was like super low. It was like 44% or something like that. And then, like, I started building up to 60, 62, 66 or whatever. But I'm just like, this last Saunders quiz that I took before I sent it into my course instructor, I'm just like, I'm about to look up these questions because I've been doing a bunch of these questions and I cannot get a 75%. And like, some of this stuff is like, I should have chose that, but it's like, how? Sometimes I feel like I have a hard time differentiating between like going with my first gut answer versus like, okay, picking out something that's like that makes the answer not right, if that makes sense. Because I know a lot of times, especially in this class, I'm seeing like go with your first gut answer, but it's like, okay, what if I read the question wrong the first time? Or what if I read the answer choices wrong the first time, you know? I don't know if that's making sense, but anyway, so this last time I got an 82% because I picked my answer and then I would copy and paste the answer and search it on the internet because I'm like, this is a lot. Like I said, at this point I have done like over 200 questions because each quiz is 50 questions. So I turned it in with the 82%, and I think also what could be contributing maybe to my lower score is the fact that like Adult Health 1 doesn't have like your cardiac stuff in it, I believe. I think it's like GI, like skin stuff, and like eye stuff, ear stuff like that. And I think when I'm like, you know, like you have the exam, 50 questions, and then you do the content area, and then you do adult health. I think it's doing all of the adult health and not like, it's not like broken into like adult health 1, adult health 2. So I wonder if I do like adult health, if there's like a little carrot that I can like click down on and pick like the systems that we're supposed to learn for this class. I feel like that would help me get a higher score because we have adult health 1 and then adult health 2, but I feel like I'm being quizzed on all of adult health, you know, which is good in practice, but it's like I haven't been studying like the stuff that we need for adult health 2. Hopefully you guys are following. Anyways, so I may try to do that either today or tomorrow, well, maybe not tomorrow because I work tomorrow. Maybe in a couple days, depending on how this class goes today. We do get a 45-minute lunch break. I think last time what I did was I ate some lunch and then I took a nap in my car. So I think I may do that today if it's not too hot outside. And the funny thing is I took this class like 2 years ago in the same month, which was June, because that's when I started to switch over from admin into my nursing school journey. So after I hear back from my professor, because I emailed her my exam results, and then I emailed her my answers to the 10 questions that we had to submit for OA approval. So once I hear back from her about that, I'll see like if I need to fix anything, and then I have a 101 OA approval call with her on Friday, and I'm hoping it'll be like insightful and not just like, I don't know, something like quick. Because in the WGU Adult Health 1 Facebook group, this, I don't know if it was a girl or boy, honestly. I think it was a girl. She had posted her 45-minute session with her course instructor, and it was quite in depth. I need to turn those notes into Notebook LM, because that's what I've been using to study, like Zach's study guide, and there's some other people's study guides in that Facebook group. What was I trying to say? Yeah, I need to turn that into like a little podcast, because I've really been enjoying the Notebook LM, I don't know, app, website, whatever it is, so that way I can listen to my notes when I don't have time to just sit down. And I like that it's like a conversation. I was really like kind of blown away. Like I feel like I was like in the I, Robot movie, because it's like, how do they turn these notes into like people actually talking with like inflections in their voice and like they're responding? Like, I don't know, it's so cool. It's like, oh my gosh, this is really AI, you know what I mean? Anyways, guys, I feel like I've talked enough. Let me get off of here, listen to my music so that way I can get pumped up for today. And I also need to pray for my sister again today because she takes her final and I want her to pass. I prayed for her earlier today, but I want to pray for her again. So I'll either see you guys after the class or maybe in a couple days. I don't know. Who's to say? All right. Bye.